up, guys? Today I have another interview for you with Ben Niebler. He is an international business student at the University of Wisconsin at La Crosse, and he's from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. I met him at Marquette University High School, and we played on the freshman soccer team together. And we've just been great friends ever since. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, for starters, how many countries have you been to?
Oh, four or five. Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, England.
Dang.
5.
That was okay. You've never been to like anything like Canada, Mexico, anything here?
Mm.
Just here. Okay. So, what is your favorite thing about like Germany and German culture in general?
Oh, all right. Well, um, people are kind of active and involved. Like if you go to Germany and you go to Berlin, everyone's riding bikes, everybody's walking around, nobody's just lounging around. No, everyone's kind of up and about. Um, I like the opportunity that goes on there, like in terms of jobs and in terms of like technology and how everything's advanced, everything is up to speed. And obviously just the if you talk to the people, everyone's like people don't treat you like assholes, right? Like that's just an example of something like that.
Yeah, I feel that. What would you say keeps you optimistic?
Oh, okay. I'd say if I'm healthy, I'm always optimistic. Like if I'm not taking care of my body, if I'm not eating healthy, if I'm not keeping up with my responsibilities, I'm less optimistic than if I'm, working out consistently, eating right, that kind of thing. So,
I think a lot of people sleep on that. Like they don't recognize that like you need to take care of your whole self. It's not just like, have a schedule and do like for school, you can't just like buckle down and work for 6 hours. You gotta like manage that and eat well and balance everything and stay active and stuff like that. So I think that's a good answer.
mhm, yeah.
Okay. How would you describe a perfect like Friday night on campus?
Oh, Friday night. So usually I get done with class and I go to play basketball, usually at the gym around like 4 o'clock, 4:30. Play for like an hour and a half, come home, shower, go, and then I would go out to a nice downtown restaurant, and then like it would be just something other than dining hall food, or whether it be like going to Toppers or ordering whatever it might be. And then I'd come back. Like all of my friends would be there. Nobody would go home for the weekend. Like either there might be a night, like, there might be a basketball game or something that would happen after you come back from dinner that would everyone would go to, or and then after that we'd all just hang out and hit the town pretty much. That's I mean lacrosse is different in that there's if you go to Madison, there's sports, there's the outdoors. Like yes, that happens in lacrosse, but it's not as accessible, and you don't have D1 sports. Like I'm sure you're used to that, but I mean, if you go downtown, that's all you're doing is going out pretty much. So that's where all the people are. That's people where people interact. That's where you meet people. That's just the hub of everything.
Mhm.
So
How far are you from downtown?
basically, they have a system that takes you to all of like the bars and the like a bus system, a shuttle. It's like the drunk bus kind of.
Yeah.
So basically, you have a system where you get on the bus at a certain time and it takes you downtown, and then you have a safe ride home, so you're not walking
Hmm.
It's like 15 minutes walk, but
Okay. So it's not like terrible.
no,
Okay,
um you're pretty close.
gotcha. And then do you have like a spot either like in the city or on campus that you just like to go and hang out?
Um yeah, it's the student union. It's the newest building where there's like all sorts of nice food places and just like the campus bookstore, and there's like nice new seating and a fireplace area. So it's just nice, modern, nice. You can get food, you can study. There's different places you can do that. So that's what I like to do there.
What do you guys have in your union?
It's like we have Einstein's. It's just a coffee place,
Yeah.
and it's like a Mexican place, kind of like Qdoba, but knockoff Qdoba. So it's not Qdoba, but it
It does the
works.
job.
And then there's like a pizza and burger place, a sub shop, Herbert and Gerbert's. You ever had Herbert and Gerbert's is nice.
Herbert and Gerbert's.
Yeah, it's like Jimmy John's kind of, but
Oh,
not as fast. And um, other than that, like just like a grill, like a sandwich shop where you can get like grilled sandwiches and stuff. So
nice. What would you say is the biggest difference between being at home and being at school?
just interacting with different, like, it's crazy how many people you see during a day on campus. Like you see so many people every day, like whether it be in the gym, on the way to class.
Mhm.
It's like it was kind of hard for me to get used to like not seeing everybody every day, like,
Mhm.
and also like taking classes online is a lot different, obviously, but for me it was hard because I can't, like, I had to go to the tutoring center to get help every day for accounting because
Mhm.
that class is really hard, and I can't, it's so hard to like learn something online, let alone not know what you're doing and then not be able to go to the tutoring center and get help with it. So that for me, that was like,
Mhm.
okay, I gotta like look this up and talk to this person about how to do something. So
Yeah. My mom kept saying to like use the online
yeah,
tutoring and stuff, and I was like, it just doesn't work, you know?
no,
Like it's not the same. Once you have when you have someone like in front of you that can help, that's one thing, but when you have to like email back and forth or Zoom, it's like it just doesn't work. I don't like it. So I
it's
just
much
prefer.
easier having someone explain it to you and like write stuff down and
No, exactly. But
mm,
okay, when you are in lacrosse, is there anything like in Milwaukee that you miss, like specifically? Like when you're there, you're like, oh
oh
man, I wish that this thing was here.
oh man, honestly no, because like the way, I mean, for me, I just don't need any of the like there's parks, there's there's water, we have the river, there's open spaces where there's like athletic facilities, there's all that stuff. Like my day, that's all my day revolves around, is like a quiet place to study, like a room that I live in basically, and outside, and that's it really. Like other than that, I don't need anything else,
Mhm.
like where I'm living currently.
Even
I
like
don't
even like restaurants though, like are you just like
know because there's all the same restaurants where I am, and I mean, because I rarely go to like a super nice restaurant, like other than fast food.
yeah.
So other than that, like Lacrosse has really nice sports bars for that stuff too. So
Yeah.
you can go there if you want.
You guys have the library, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I've I've heard
the
that on a
classic study
lot of
spot.
social medias.
Oh yeah,
So we've
I
we've
had one weekend. The first weekend I went there, It was Kenny Moyler,
Mhm.
Rob Doro, John Ogden, Gabe Armstrong, Pete Bevington, Joey Platts,
Jesus.
Danny Von Estorff, Sam Larshide. So like 10 Marquette guys were all on the same bus going to the library. So it was crazy.
That's
So all those guys go there and because they were all visiting for some reason.
so.
So
How many people from Marquette go to Cubs?
well, Sam Klopp, Danny Von Estorff, Kenny Moyler, Joey Platts because he plays basketball. Mike. Um, I know there's a few DS girls, but none that I really know very well. And that's all I could think of. But yeah, they all have their friends over and they're all Marquette people, so I know all of them. So
Yeah. Now, when I'm in Lincoln, there's two things that I miss like really bad: George Webb
oh,
and Cousin Subs for some reason. Like,
you don't have a
no,
good sub place?
Cousin Subs is I mean, we have subs, but it's not cousins. Like,
Oh,
we've
okay.
got we've got plenty of really good. Runza is amazing. Runza is basically it's trust me, it's a lot better than it sounds. It's like a deep fried hot pocket hamburger.
Wow.
It's like it's like imagine a hot pocket, but like gourmet. It's fast food, but like it's
Right.
it's a nice like roll stuffed with meat, cheese, cabbage, and then like if you get bacon and stuff like that, like you can put it all in there, and they're
Mm,
phenomenal. Like they are so good.
yeah.
Um, and then I don't know if you've ever had Raising Cane's. That's phenomenal too. It's just like a chicken tender place. Like
Okay.
that's all they do is chicken,
Yeah.
and then they do fries and toast and stuff. But like, yeah, it's really really good. Um, okay, what quote that you've heard would you say describes you the best?
Oh, I could do a Trailer Park Boys one.
Whatever.
Jeez. Um, I was watching the Michael Jordan documentary,
Mhm.
and there is a quote about how like he was in game 7 of the finals, and he's like, we're not losing this game. Like the coach was talking to him, and he's like, okay, well, let's go out there and try our best. And he's like, no, we're not losing this game. Like that's pretty much me right now because I'm not losing like at all. Like I'm not losing anything
There we
pretty
go.
much.
I love
I'm
that.
not gonna let myself be like I'm not gonna let myself down pretty much by like what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
No, absolutely.
Hmm.
It's it's a mindset. If you go into it and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go out there and do what I can, as opposed to I will not lose. Like I'm not going to let anything get in my way.
Yeah.
I will find a way.
Uh-huh.
It's
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 cool.
it's a really good way to look at things. I like that.
Hmm.
Okay. What would you say is your favorite book? Maybe Rocket Boys, I don't know. Something that you've read or heard about, you know.
Hmm. Um, actually, funny enough, I read a book a while ago. It was an autobiography. I really like reading sports autobiographies.
Mhm.
I read just all sorts of them when I was in grade school. And I read the Steven Gerrard autobiography.
Yeah.
And it was so in depth. It was just like he would go so into depth that he would like outline the things he was eating, what he was saying to different people, and his different experiences of what he would do every day. And it was like like it was just crazy to see. So I really liked that one.
Nice. So is there anybody, kind of going off that, is there anybody that you are like, if they released an autobiography that you're like, I would read that immediately?
Thomas Muller.
Okay, that'd be a good one, actually.
Yeah.
That's
because he's involved in like farming and like with cattle and horses and stuff.
He does everything, that dude.
Yeah, he's insane, and just his personality just would be so interesting to read.
I think it'd be one of those books that like every page, like you'd be dying.
Would be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, last question. What would you say is your dream car?
Porsche 911 Turbo.
No hesitation on that. Nothing. Any like reason behind that?
It's a Porsche. No, but I just like the way it sounds. It's got to be like, it's got to be a basic color though.
Mhm.
Like a gray or a white or a black.
Not
One
like
of those three.
you're not like gonna go with a blue or a red or something?
No, I just don't. You want to be like flashy, but not like too flamboyant. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Like you driving a Porsche, that's already like flashy enough. You don't want to like say, "Oh, look how cool I am. I'm driving a red."
Or a yellow
Like,
one.
red cars are like only Ferraris. Like that's the only excuse. Like you drive a red Ferrari, you're top dog.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think.
Porsche, red or a white Porsche.
Yeah. That'd be clean. That's a nice one. I can see that with like, what about with like white rims?
Yep. See, there you go. Now the wheels are turning.
The white wheels are turning. I like it. Damn. I'm trying to think now that you got me thinking that. So red, only Ferrari. I agree with that.
Right.
What would be yellow?
A Volkswagen Beetle.
That
or a
was my like
Lamborghini.
first thing too. I was like, okay, Volkswagen Beetle. The other one was Fiat 500. But like
Or a Lamborghini.
the old one, not the new one. Yeah, Lamborghini, that's true.
Yeah, yellow Lamborghini or a black Lamborghini.
Black Lamborghinis are nice, yeah. Like a matte black Lamborghini.
Huracan.
Nothing beats that. Okay, thank you, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So that brings me to the end of today's video. Thank you for tuning in. See you guys tomorrow.